it out.
While everyone has so much to say about Nick Cannon having 10 children, however, another famous actor, Eddie Murphy, has 10 children, and people don't seem to criticize Eddie in the same way. Meet Eddie Murphy's beautiful 10 children. Eddie Murphy is a father to 10 kids with 5 different women. His son surprised the fans. Eddie Murphy had a pretty successful career, and he has accomplished a lot as a comedian, film producer, actor, and director. But not a lot of people know that he has 10 children. Most people only know that Eddie had 2 daughters with Nicole, and both Bria and Shane are now models and have made a name for themselves. But what we don't know is that Eddie has sons who are literally grown men. These 3 big boys are Eddie's sons and are of the ages 28 to 31. One of them is Miles, the other is Christian, and the third one is Eric. All 3 of these brothers have different mothers, but they love each other a lot and are very close to their father as well. Eddie and Nicole's children. Eddie Murphy had 5 children with Nicole, including Bria L., who's 32, Miles, who's 29, Shane Audra, who's 27, Zola Ivy, who's 21, and Bella, who's 19. Eddie Murphy also had children from other relationships, like his relation with Paulette McNeely. He had Eric with Paulette, who's 32 now. With Tamara Hood, he had 31-year-old Christian. Melanie Brown from the Spice Girls also went out with him, and he had Angel Ayers from her, who's just 14. Paige Butcher recently hooked up with Eddie, and she had a 5-year-old Izzy and 3-year-old Max with him. However, this isn't it, because the former Spice Girl gave birth to another child and claimed that it was Eddie's daughter. Eddie allegedly denied of being the father of this new baby girl. But then they got a DNA test, and it came out to be her own daughter. Angel, his young daughter, and Eddie are now very close, and he's also very involved in her life. Word on the street is that Nicole, his ex-wife, was responsible for convincing Eddie to be more involved with Angel and to let her siblings hang out with her. Eddie reportedly took her advice and has been a loving father ever since. As said earlier, Eddie's 2 daughters are really famous and they have pretty established careers. But they are not the only ones who are famous, because Christian Murphy also has gone to the path of acting, and he also went to a red carpet for a movie premiere and gave an interview about it. Eddie Murphy is literally an example of how things are done and how you keep the family intact even though he's 59 years old. It's quite inspiring to see Eddie having such a great relationship with all his children and showing the world that he can have 10 children and still seem unbothered. Well, Eddie is the perfect example of age is just a number. Do you think that if Eddie and Nick Cannon were female celebrities with 10 children by different men, that it would be as acceptable? Tell us in the comment section.
All right, y'all.